everybody. It is Friday, July 12th, 2019, and this is Rick. Um, just sharing some more insights, some more things, some more plans. Um, I think it's interesting to see when people are making changes in their life. Sometimes it gives us some insight, it gives us some power, it gives us some encouragement to make the changes we need to make. So I thought I'd share sort of my road with you a little bit. Um, as those any of you who watch some of my videos or anybody that knows me knows, I've been working for a major sporting goods retailer for about 6 years, and I've done really well there. But it's about time for a change, for a number of reasons, and so that's what I'm all about. As some of you had seen before, I was struggling with trying to decide what I wanted to do, but I finally made a decision. One of the things that has helped me is I found an old quote that I really liked, uh, that that gave me a lot of encouragement. And what it is it says, "Nothing happens until you decide. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then Providence moves too." So as you decide, up until the point you decide, everything out there, you can look one way or the other. But once you make that decision, if it's the right decision, then things are going to move you that way. And that is exactly what I've been seeing. From things that would have seemed like just coincidence to now things that are coming across that I'm so excited about. So like I said, I'm really, really excited about what's going on here. Um, a little bit update on the time frame, and what I'm decided to do. I'm going to make a career change. Um, I'm going to go not only do something I had thought about, in years past, as I looked at some things from when I was younger and ideas. This idea kept popping back in my head, but I was never in the place to do this, and that's to go and see the country and actually get paid to do it. I mean, to go and uh, drive around the country, see different parts of it, travel all 50 states. I've been to Alaska. I'm going to go to Hawaii, again, and I've been to a lot of the different states, but I'm going to fill this out. I'm going to make this happen. That's my goal. That's what I want to do, and I'm going to make it happen. Um, the only question is not whether I'm going to, and the time frame isn't even that big a question. There's a span of time, sometime between, I would say, September of this year and maybe the end of the year, depending on a couple of things, where this is where I'm going to start pursuing this. But I'm putting everything in gear right now to get that way, and I'm excited about it. Um, so. Um, I'm still looking into a few different trucking companies. The one that I'm leaning to is Swift. It was between Swift and Rail. I like Rail, and I like a lot of things that Rail does. The only problem that I have is right now in my area they are only hiring flatbed drivers, and um, I while I sort of tease with the idea of starting there, I it's not something that I think that I want to start with. You know, maybe down the road, no pun intended, but but I, but having to worry about tarping a load and tying down a load and all that kind of stuff right now is not something I'm really interested in, from what I see. Um, and Swift looks like it's a really good opportunity. Um, Not only Do they not have long-term contracts for their school? You can pay back your school through. You do pay back your school through payroll deduction. They try to keep you there a year. But the one really good thing for honorably discharged veterans, um, the school's free. I think you do have to pay for the lodging, and they can take some of that out. That's a little bit there, but for the most part, the school is free. So that's $4,000 for most places, and that's a great thing that Swift does. And they do ask for a 1 year commitment, but they can do anything for a year. So um, that's not a problem. And despite what I've seen some reviews for Swift, I've seen on the other side too. And the one thing that I really like about looking at Swift is the size of their company. Looks like I can, get an opportunity to see a lot and do a lot. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm already starting to study and everything else for this. So, I have to get uh, I have to do a physical. I have to do that DOT physical. I've got a couple things I got to take care of with the VA because that's going to help me as far as this. So, take maybe a roadblock out of the way so I can pursue this as well. And then I've also need to get my CLP, my commercial learner's permit, before being able to go to school down there. But that involves some testing, and that's what I'm studying for. So it seems like a life full of testing. I mean, I've gone to college for so long, and gotten degrees that a couple of them I don't know if I'll ever really use, but like so many people, but I have them, and but but I'm looking forward to this a lot. So um, stay with me. As I go through this, I'm gonna start to change the format of this a little bit to lead you through what I need to do to get ready, what kind of things. I'm still going to talk about decisions and that kind of stuff and where that plays because I think that's important. So often when we make decisions, it's helpful to see other people and how they go through that process and how they make decisions and what leads them a certain way. It also helps to see that people going through this thing. I see a lot of people who do these YouTube videos that are doing, the going through Swift and or looking to go through Swift or other schools, and most of them are younger kids, that YouTube they've done YouTube videos on gaming and all this other stuff, but for somebody who like me, who this is going to be not just a second career, but more like a third or fourth career. Uh, you know, um, it's. I think it's going to be a different perspective, and I'm looking forward to it. So stay with me. Subscribe if you if you can down at the bottom. Hit the little bell icon. That way you get some information or you get notified when I update this. Um, and I look really forward to continuing to share with you. Um, have a great weekend. I know, when you watch this, it's always funny because, like I said, today's a Friday. So, but have a great week. Have a great weekend whenever you're watching this, and and I look forward to sharing more with you soon. Um, God bless.